Hello everyone. In this video session, I am going to continue the discussion with Module 5 Joint Probability Distribution and Sampling Theory of your subject 18 Mat 41. So as you already know, in the previous video session, we have discussed about joint probability distribution and sampling, and also in the last video session, we have discussed about students T distribution. So today we are going to discuss about one more distribution known as chi-square distribution. So this chi-square distribution provides a measure of correspondence between the theoretical frequencies and the observed frequencies. Chi-square distribution, it gives us a measure of correspondence, that is how the theoretical and observed frequencies are related, and this chi-square distribution finds the measure of that relation between theoretical frequencies and observed frequencies. Now suppose you have OI, I varying from 1 to n, that is O1, O2, etc. On, and E1, E2, E3, etc. En respectively denote a set of observed and estimated frequencies. O stands for observed and E stands for estimated. So OI is a set of observed frequencies, EI is a set of estimated frequencies. Then the quantity chi-square denoted by, you can see the notation chi-square is defined as follows. This is the mathematical symbol chi-square. So chi-square is equal to summation OI minus EI whole square divided by EI, I varying from 1 to n. So chi-square is given by summation I varying from 1 to n OI minus EI whole square divided by EI. Again, as I explained earlier, degrees of freedom here is n minus 1. You have n values, so degree of freedom is n minus 1. So when you have OI and EI with you, a set of observed and estimated frequencies with you, you can calculate chi-square by using this formula. So once you calculate chi-square, then how do you test the significance of the hypothesis? If the calculated value of chi-square is less than the table value of chi-square at a specified level of significance, then the hypothesis is accepted, otherwise the hypothesis is rejected. As you have done in the students' T distribution, here also testing the hypothesis is in the similar manner. If the calculated value of chi-square, that is whatever you get the value by applying this formula chi-square, if it is less than the table value of chi-square, you have a chi-square table again. Most of the time that value will be given in the problem itself. So chi-square again depends on degrees of freedom. If the calculated value of chi-square is less than the table value of chi-square at a specified level of significance, either 5% or 1%, as you already know, then the hypothesis is accepted. Otherwise, the hypothesis is rejected. Okay, let me explain you again briefly. So chi-square distribution, it is used to find a measure of correspondence between the theoretical and observed frequencies. So when you have a set of observed frequencies and theoretical frequencies, use chi-square formula like this. Chi-square is equal to summation I varying from 1 to n OI minus EI whole square divided by EI with the degrees of freedom n minus 1. So when the calculated value of chi-square is less than the table value of chi-square, then you accept the hypothesis, otherwise the hypothesis is rejected. Again you have chi-square 0.05, chi-square 0.01, depends on the degrees of freedom. Okay, I'll explain this with an example. A die is thrown 264 times and the number appearing on the face follows the following frequency distribution. You are throwing a die 264 times. So when you throw a die, the number appearing on the face, that is 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. So here this table gives the number appearing on the face with the frequency of appearance. So 1 appears 40 times, 2 appears 32 times and so on. You are required to calculate the value of chi-square. The frequencies in the given data are observed frequencies. So whatever given here are the observed frequencies. Assuming that the die is unbiased, the expected number of frequencies for the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to appear on the face is 264 by 6. So how this is 264 by 6? So you have 6 faces on this die, right? 1 to 6. So probability of appearance of number 1 is 1 by 6. Probability of appearance of number 2 is 1 by 6. Probability of appearance of each of these number on the face is 1 by 6. So if the die is thrown 264 times, so how many times you can expect the number 1? 1 by 6 into 264, right? 1 by 6 into 264. Similarly, how many times you can expect number 2? 1 by 6 into number of throws. So 44 times each. So you are assuming that the die is unbiased. So expected number of frequencies for the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is 44 each. So what is given in the problem is the observed frequencies. What you have calculated is expected frequencies. So you form the data in the tabular form like this. Number on the dice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Observed frequency, that is what is given in the problem. Okay, 40, 32, 28, 58, 54, 60. And theoretical frequencies or expected frequencies. Expected frequencies 44 each. Now write down the formula for chi-square. What is chi-square? Chi-square is summation OI minus EI whole square divided by EI. Remember, OI minus EI whole square divided by EI and the sum of all. So go back and see. OI 40 minus 44 whole square divided by 44 plus 32 minus 44 whole square divided by 44 plus 28 minus 44 whole square divided by 44 plus 58 minus 44 whole square divided by 44 plus 54 minus 44 whole square divided by 44 plus 60 minus 44 whole square divided by 44. So sum of all this, if you want, you can, denominator is common here, so you can take it out. Only in this problem it is common, it need not be common in all the problems. So denominator is 44. So 1 by 44 you take out. 40 minus 44 minus 4. So minus 4 whole square, that is 16, plus 32 minus 44, that is minus 12. Minus 12 whole square is 144 plus the next number. Go on checking, calculate each of the sum. Then divide by 44 gives you 22. So the value of chi-square is 22. So we will move on to the next problem. A sample analysis of examination results of 500 students was made. It was found that 220 students had failed, 170 had secured third class, 90 had secured second class, and 20 had secured first class. Do these figures support the general examination result, which is in the ratio 4 is to 3 is to 2 is to 1 for the respective categories. Chi-square 0.05 is equal to 7.81 for 3 degrees of freedom. So read the question carefully. What is given? A sample analysis of examination results of 500 students was made. So failure students 220, third class 170, second class 90, first class 20. So you have 4 categories, right? This is what you have observed, right? When you have selected a sample of 500 students and we have done the analysis of their examination result, you have observed that 220 students have failed, 170 students have third class, 90 second class and 20 first class. Now, do these figures support the general examination result which is in the ratio 4 is to 3 is to 2 is to 1 for the respective categories? So what should be your hypothesis? Let us take the hypothesis that these figures support to the general result in the ratio 4 is to 3 is to 2 is to 1. You are supposed to test the hypothesis, right? Test the hypothesis whether these figures support the general examination result which is in the given ratio. Now you assume the hypothesis that these figures support the general examination result which is in the ratio 4 is to 3 is to 2 is to 1. Okay. So how many students you have? Total 500 students. So 4 here for the first category you have 4 ratio out of total 10. So 4 by 10 of the students belong to the first category, that is failure. So 4 by 10 into 500. So out of 500 students, how many failures? 4 by 10 into 500. Next category 3 by 10 into 500. Next 2 by 10 into 500. 1 by 10 into 500. So this you can observe here. 50 into 4, 200. Then 150. Then 150. This is what? Expected frequency. Given in the problem is observed frequency. What you have calculated is the expected frequency. So write down all the data in a tabular form. OI and EI. OI as given in the problem 220, 170, 90 and 20. Correspondingly whatever you have calculated here 200, 150, 150. Write down here correspondingly. Now write down the formula for chi-square. What is chi-square? Summation OI minus EI whole square divided by EI. Summation OI minus EI whole square divided by EI. So what is the first term? 220 minus 200 whole square divided by 200. OI minus EI whole square divided by EI. So 220 minus 200 whole square divided by 200 plus 170 minus 150 whole square divided by 150 plus 90 minus 100 whole square divided by 100 plus 20 minus 50 whole square divided by 50. Right? So when you are calculated, simplified and calculated, you get the value as 23.67. But what is the value of chi-square given in the problem? 7.81 for 3 degrees of freedom. Chi-square given is 7.81. So given your calculated value of chi-square is 23.67, which is much larger than the tabular value of chi-square. So you are rejecting the hypothesis, right? Rejecting the hypothesis, and you conclude that these figures do not support the general examination result which is in the ratio 4 is to 3 is to 2 is to 1. Take one more problem. In an experiment of pea breeding, the following frequencies of seeds were obtained: round yellow, wrinkled yellow, round green, wrinkled green, and total. Can you say that the experiment is in agreement with the theory which predicts the proportion of frequencies 9:3:3:1? Given that chi square 0.05 is 7.815 for 3 degrees of freedom. Okay, first understand the problem, go through the problem again. Round yellow, you have an experiment of pea breeding. So round yellow seeds are 315, wrinkled yellow 101, round green 108, wrinkled green 32. This is what you have observed, right? And total seeds are 556. But what is your hypothesis? You have to test the hypothesis that the experiment is in agreement with the theory which predicts the proportion of frequencies 9:3:3:1. Okay, this is the theoretical proportion. So check out 9:3:3:1. So that is out of total 16, 9 times it is round yellow. 9 by 16 is now round yellow. Proportion of round yellow seeds is 9 by 16. Proportion of wrinkled yellow is 3 by 16. Round green is 3 by 16. Wrinkled green is 1 by 16. So how many total you have? 556. So using this you calculate the expected frequencies. For the round yellow you have the proportion 9 by 16 into total seeds. That comes as 313. For the wrinkled yellow 3 by 16 into 556. That is 104. And round green also 104. And the last one is 1 by 16 into 556, that is 35. You can check this sum is also equal to 556. Otherwise there must be some mistake in your calculation. Okay, write down chi square formula, or if you want you can make a table here. These are all your OI 315, 101, 108, 32. And EI is 313, 104, 104, 35. Calculate chi square. When you calculate chi square, you will get it as 0.51. But given in the problem, chi square is 7.815. So your calculated value of chi square is less than the tabular value of chi square. So what can you see? Hypothesis is accepted. That is, there is a very high degree of agreement with the theory which predicts the proportion of frequencies 9:3:1. Or you can also say the same thing in your own sentence. There is a high degree of agreement between the experiment and the theory. Right? There is a high degree of agreement between the experimental value and the theoretical value. Okay, I given you one more problem here. This is quite different. 4 coins are tossed 1000 times and the following results were obtained. Fit a binomial distribution for the data and test the goodness of fit. Chi square is 9.49 for 4 degree freedom. Number of heads 0, frequency 5, 1, 29, 2, 36, 3, 25, 4, 5. So what is the problem? 4 coins are tossed 100 times and the following results were obtained. When you toss a coin 100 times, number of heads, number of heads 0, 0 heads, number of times is 5. 1 head, number of times is 29. You can expect at the maximum of 4 heads, right? 4 coins you are tossing. So 2 heads 36 times, 3 heads 25 times and 4 heads 5 times. This is what your observed data. Fit a binomial distribution for the data and test the goodness of fit. Now, how do you fit a binomial distribution? What is the binomial distribution function you have? P of x is equal to ncx p power x q power n minus x. Right? P of x is equal to ncx p power x q power n minus x. Now, from the given data, you need to calculate whatever the unknowns here. What is p, what is q, you do not know. So, you need to calculate p and q. Before moving to p and q, you need to calculate mu also, because mu is helpful in finding the value of p. Let x denote the number of heads and f corresponding frequencies. You can denote this as x and y. Since the data is in the form of a frequency distribution, we shall first calculate mean. When the frequency distribution is given, so this is how you calculate the mean. Remember, okay, mean mu is equal to summation f into x divided by summation f. That is 0 into 5 plus 1 into 29 plus 2 into 36 plus 3 into 25 plus 4 into 5 divided by summation f. 5 plus 29 plus 36 plus 25 plus 5. Okay. So mean you will get it as 1.96. But it is the binomial distribution we need to use. So what is mean mu in binomial distribution? NP. Mu is equal to NP. But you know n is 4. 4 coins you are tossing. So n is equal to 4. So you can calculate the value of p. 1.96 is equal to 4p. Or what is your p? 0.49. So when p is 0.49, what must be your q? Q is 1 minus p, that is 0.51. Okay, hope you understood. This is how first you calculate mean mu, summation f into x divided by summation f. Then since this is the binomial distribution, use the formula for binomial distribution. In case of binomial distribution, mu is equal to np. You have the value of mu, you know what is n, calculate p. P is 0.49. So Q is 0.1. Binomial distribution probability function is given by P of x is equal to NCx P power x Q power n minus x. So n is 4, P is 0.49, Q is 0.51. Substitute 4Cx 0.49 to the power x 0.51 to the power 4 minus x. Okay. Now, since 4 coins were tossed 100 times, you are tossing the 4 coins 100 times, the expected frequency are obtained from, so for p of x you are multiplying by 100. So f of x is 100 into p of x. Okay. So x is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Calculate f of 0 when x equal to 0, 100 into 0.51 to the power 4, f of 0. F of 1, 100 into 4c1, 0.49 to the power 1, 0.51 cube. Simplify, you will get it as 26. F of 2, 100, 4c2, 0.49 square, 0.51, 4 minus 2, that is 37. F of 3, 100, 4c3, 0.49 cube, 0.51 to the power 1, that is 24. Similarly, calculate f of 4. So what are the theoretical frequencies or the expected frequencies? 7, 26, 37, 24, 6. So go back. You are given the observed frequencies 5, 29, 36, 25, 5. That this is OI, and EI 7, 26, 37, 24 and 6. Okay. I have written in the form of a table here. So calculate now chi square. What is chi square? Summation OI minus EI whole square divided by EI. Write down the formula. So that is equal to 5 minus 7 whole square divided by 7 plus 29 minus 26 whole square, that is 9, divided by 26. 36 minus 37 whole square, that is 1, divided by 37, plus 25 minus 24 whole square, that is 1, divided by 24. 5 minus 6 whole square, that is 1, divided by 6. Calculate all this, you will get it as 1.15. Okay. Now, the calculated value of chi square is 1.15. Is it given in the problem? Check. The given value of chi square is 9.49 at 4 degree freedom. You have 5 values, so 4 degrees of freedom. Chi square is 9.49. So calculated value of chi square is less than the tabular value of chi square. So what can you say? The hypothesis is accepted. So what was your hypothesis? Go back to the problem. Test the goodness of fit. Fit a binomial distribution for the data. First you have to fit a binomial distribution for the data and test the goodness of fit. Test whether the binomial distribution fits for the given data. So this is all how you fit the binomial distribution. Now you test whether the binomial distribution can be fitted to the data. Okay, goodness of fit, and you agree with the hypothesis that the fitness is good, can be accepted. Binomial fit for the given distribution is accepted as good fitness. Now here you have another problem. Previous was binomial distribution. Now you have a Poisson distribution. Fit a Poisson distribution for the following data and test the goodness of fit at 5% level of significance. Given chi square 0.05 is 7.815 for 4 degree of freedom. X values 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Frequencies 122, 60, 15, 2 and 1. X and F are given. You need to fit a Poisson distribution for the following data first. Then test the goodness of fit, whether the fitting is good. So we shall first compute the mean. Mean mu is equal to summation f into x divided by summation f. So that is 0 into 122 plus 1 into 60 plus 2 into 15 plus 3 into 2 plus 4 into 1 divided by summation f. 122 plus 60 plus 15 plus 2 plus 1. Right? Calculate, you will get it as 0.5. So mean mu is 0.5. Mean mu of the given distribution is 0.5. So now you are going to fit a Poisson distribution for the given data. So what is the mean of Poisson distribution? Mu is equal to m. So according to this, m is 0.5. So the Poisson distribution function is p of x is equal to m power x e power minus m divided by x factorial. M power x e power minus m divided by x factorial. And you know what is m? M is 0.5. So 0.5 to the power x e to the power minus 0.5 divided by x factorial. So what is your f of x? Total frequency you see 200. So f of x is 200 times p of x. F of x is 200 times p of x. So calculate f of x for x equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this calculation you can do. You'll get it as 121, 61, 15, 3, 0. So observed frequencies. What are the observed frequencies? 122, 60, 15, 2, 1. 122, 60, 15, 2 and 1. And the theoretical frequencies 121, 61, 15, 3 and 0. So what you do is, when the frequency is less than 10, when the frequency is less than 10, what you do is you add up such frequencies. Here you have 2 and 1 as given in the problem, 2 and 1. So you can add it up, 2 plus 1. So last frequency comes as 3. Here 3 and 0, so add it up, 3 plus 0, that is equal to 3. Now you have only 4 frequencies. Use chi-square. Chi-square is equal to summation OI minus EI whole square divided by EI. So calculate chi-square. Chi-square is, you will get it as 0.025, which is less than the tabular value of chi-square. The calculated value of chi-square is less than the table value of chi-square. So what can you do? You can accept the hypothesis that the fitness is good. Whatever the Poisson distribution fit you fit the Poisson distribution for the given data, and now you are testing the goodness of fit, and you can say that the fit of Poisson distribution can be considered as good. The hypothesis that the fitness is good can be accepted.